on from just regular multiplication to doing a 2-digit by 1-digit multiplication, and then it's really going to get fun next year in 4th grade when we do 2 by 2s and 3 by 2s. But I'm going to show you some options for a problem like this where you have a 2-digit number times a 1-digit number. One of the options we've been seeing in Target Math, which is the partial product. So I'm going to come over here and show you how you could do a partial product with this problem. So we could do times 6 here, times 6 here, and then we could split this 15 into comparable numbers here, like we could do 10 plus 5. So let's break that apart because we know that 10 plus 5 is 15. So that would be easier to multiply. It's easier to multiply by 10 and by 5. So if it's a problem like that, you could definitely do a partial product. So if we did this, we could say 6 times 10 we know is 60, and we know 6 times 5 is 30. Then we take these two, we bring them over here, we add them together, and we could get 90. So we can say that 15 times 6 equals 90. So that's kind of breaking apart your initial number and then multiplying your two parts times 6. That's an option. That's an option. Another option, which I think is really harder for me, but I'm going to show you because it may work for some of you, is to do 6 groups of 15. So we could stack it because we know that we can say this both ways. 15 groups of 6 or 6 groups of 15. So if I did 6 groups of 15, I would have to write 15 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then add it. So this is another option. If you just, when I show you how to do the real equation in a minute, don't get it, this is an option, but there's a lot more room for error here when you start stacking a whole bunch of numbers. But this one wouldn't be too bad because we can count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We can regroup, and then we can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's another option. So you could do partial product. You could stack the big number as many times as it tells you to and add. Or we can do what I like to call the Nike way. We can just do it. All right, so we're just going to do it the real way that grown-ups do it. And I think we need to learn how to do it this way because this is really going to be the easiest way. Now, this is going to be easier to do for you if you know your multiplication facts. If you don't, this is where it's really going to start showing you, ooh, I need to go home and get mom and dad to help me with my multiplication facts. All right, so if we were going to write this problem, if we saw it like this, we don't want to write it like this. We don't want to write it this way. We want to put the big number on top, just like we do with subtract. I like to put the big number on top when we add. I always put the big number on top. But we want to put the 2-digit number on top, and the 6 is just a 1-digit number, so of course we're going to put it in the ones place. All right, so watch closely. This is not hard, but there are some steps here. So step 1 is that we're going to just multiply our ones. We're going to say 6 times 5. We're going to go straight up and just multiply. And I know that 6 times 5 is 30. Well, just like when we add, we're not going to write 30 down here because we can't write two numbers in the ones place. So we're going to put that 0 here. We're going to regroup over here. And I like to call this my plus box. All right? Because we're multiplying, and then we're going to have to do some adding too. So we're going to do two things. So I always make a plus box over here if I have to regroup. So we go straight up first, we multiply. Regrouped. Now we're going to crisscross and multiply. So we've got to take this 6 and multiply them by both numbers. So we did 6 times 5 is 30. There was that one. Now we're going to crisscross, and I do the multiplication part first. 6 times 1 is 6. We know our ones. So we've got an answer here, but we're not done. We can't write 6. 6 times 1 is 6. But now we've got to add the plus box. So 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is the partial product. This is our stack and add. And this is what I like to call Nike. Just do it. This is the real way we do it right here. So there's 3 options that you could use when we're doing a 2 by 1 multiplication.